So we're too tired yesterday to do an update, so we're gonna do it now, which is a little bit late. It's the next day. But yesterday we did our hike to what was the mountain called?
Bukhan Hassan Mountain, and we did the hike to Begunde Peak, which is the highest point.
Yeah, we started at like 10 a.m. Start off seemed fine. There was a lot of ajimas going, so they were just hiking along, no problem. We eventually ended up going in the wrong direction at some point, maybe an hour and a half into the hike, and then we
went the long way, and we lost the trail, and we were just climbing up a hillside covered in leaves. Then we saw some guy, and we figured out how to get to where he was, and we followed him for a little bit.
Yeah, and then that got us back on the right kind of path. And then just as we were hiking, it just felt like every 100 meters was like a mile, just because of all the elevation. And then eventually, making it closer to the top, we had like these rocks and just wire hanging, or not coming from
like
there.
A chain.
Yeah, it was like a rail of like metal that they use to like hold bridges up or whatever, or twisted metal, whatever it is. That was really, really hard, especially like when you're hanging on the side of a mountain. It was kind of scary going up.
Yeah, we were pretty scared, like looking down, like, because it's really hard to get your footing, especially I was wearing hiking sandals and not hiking boots, so I was not prepared for that. Like, it's easy to slip down the rock, so you really have to kind of pull yourself up in some places. It was essentially rock climbing without being strapped in and just holding on to a handrail.
I don't know if it was rock climbing. We saw rock climbing. That was on the other mountain side. That was scary.
Like, I was on my hands and knees quite a bit, or I had to sit down to slide down because it was too far for me to step.
But we made it. We made it to the top. Hung out on the peak for a little bit. Went to a slightly lower level. Tried to eat our kimbap. I didn't really like mine. It was Spam. Not really my favorite.
Yeah, I was too anxious and exhausted to have any appetite. So I got a bunch of water, and then I was nauseous on the way down because I didn't eat. So it wasn't really a fun trip, but I'm glad we went for the memories.
Yeah, definitely glad that, we did it and, got it done. It was a different vibe than what we've been doing in the city. Mm-hmm. And so I like that contrast. And then we came back, showered up, was definitely tired from the hike.
Yeah.
And then we ended up taking a taxi to actually get back here, which
wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad at all. It was pretty cheap. It was like $20 for an hour ride.
And then we met up with Mindy and her friend Yeji. We went to this like neighborhood where all the locals hang out, and we sat like on the third floor and had a bunch of food and street food that we got. So what did we try?
We tried live octopus, some raw beef, which is basically beef tartare.
Yep, we had kimbap, we had mung bean pancake, we had fish cake stew.
We had the beer and soju.
Yeah, somak. And makgeolli. Mm-hmm. And we had some dried fish and some...
The dried fish was not very good.
Yeah, some fried dumplings that were good.
Yeah, and then we also... we had cupcakes, that's right.
Yeah.
Sabrina brought cupcakes.
Yeah, that was nice. And then we went to take some photos again in the photo booths. We took a bunch of them, so we have lots of memories. And we wandered around. There were some cool night markets going on. We walked down to the man-made river kind of they have. Anything else? That was a good night.
And then this morning, we slept in pretty late because we were tired, and then we went to go get some egg drop sandwiches, which were really good. And we're gonna meet up with Mindy and James today.
Yeah, so should be another fun day. We've got a lot planned, so we'll update you later.
For sure. Well, what's it for? Is this just a new shoe? I don't know. Go for what? Why are people waiting?
to try. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll open up this is gonna be. They're hungry.
I'm actually working right now.
I don't think we can. Climbing a mountain. They're only sore when I sit. Ruin everything. Wow.
Excuse me.
I'm doing the same thing.
근데 이쪽이 잘 나올 것 같은데.
Someone do the flashlight and we'll do the picture.
그러니까.
Need help?
There's a lot of people here, huh?
There's a lot of people in Seoul. They're everywhere.
How was dinner?
Fried chicken, it was good.
Which one was your favorite?
The honey chicken was the best.
Yeah.
The tteokbokki was pretty good. It had cheese on it.
Yep.
And we had the best peach juice.
We lost Mindy and James. I don't think there's enough people here.
Yeah, I think we need to.
It's pretty dead.
I think they need to have more children.
Yeah.
Their population is too low. Selfie before it goes. Okay, so we're back. It is still Saturday night. We just got done hanging out with Mindy and her boyfriend James. So we spent the first part of the day in Hongdae. We walked around the markets and went to a sheep cafe. We got to pet some sheep and we had some drinks and stuff. What did you think of it?
Well, I've never petted a sheep before, but it felt as one would expect.
Aid. Grape aid.
Grape
They put
aid.
like sparkling water in juice. It's okay. Yeah, so after that we walked around the market.
They got some egg drop sandwiches. Right?
No, they didn't.
Oh, we tried to get egg drop
Yeah.
sandwiches and they didn't work. Then
The egg drops we had were really good though, but we did walk a long time to get them.
we got them before we hung out with Mindy and James.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Anyway, James brought his car, so we drove then to Itaewon, which is like in the mountain a little bit, and we took some pretty pictures, but we didn't stop at the cafe because we weren't that hungry yet, and parking was miserable. So then we went up to Namsan Mountain and got on the cable car to go up the mountain. So that was pretty fun.
much easier than hiking a mountain.
Yes, way better. The views were incredible. It was so pretty up there, and everyone buys like locks, you know, and like locks them to the bridge and stuff. So it was cute. So after Nam Sum in the cable car, which was fun, we drove down and picked up some Korean fried chicken and some tteokbokki, which is like the spicy rice cakes, and some peach juice and beer. And then we went to the riverside after battling thousands of people and cars and picnicked by the river and ate dinner there. It was super pretty. Anything else? The bridge there was like lighting up and like it was like a fountain kind of, and it was beautiful. But it was more impressive just the sheer amount of people that were in one park.
Yeah, there was a ton of people.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to be a little bit out of the city this next week. But
Special thanks to Mindy and James for being our tour guides and
yeah,
giving
it
us
was so fun.
such an authentic experience. So really appreciate you guys. You did a really great job. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we had a great time and we did so many things that I wouldn't have planned because I didn't know about them. So it was super helpful to have you guys here to show us around. So it was a great week.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Okay. Off to Busan tomorrow.